home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will put total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Caught close to the marker, it's Ives. It's a seam wide open. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
So Oklahoma's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45.
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Sooners are on the move. Looking for room. It's Robinson. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown Sooners. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the quick completion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The Huskers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded. You were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the field is on the field. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the miss field goal, guys. We are still locked up. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the move, it's Payne. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Fires to the right. Right on the money. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Give to the running back. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Oh, he's got a chance. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get anything on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 7. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Syracuse is going to walk off the field there inside the dome with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Caught near the sideline, it's Ives.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete because he made the catch but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
Got it in the middle, it's Nelson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Ives. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's eyes. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Got a man. It's Knowles. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cornhuskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Under fire. Makes the catch. It's eyes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. To the air, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 32.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a gap. It's Hunt. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock. Hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Fires it incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the timing just a hair off. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Here's the pressure. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Raiola. It's caught. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Finds his man. It's Bell. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little.
He'll take a shot. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Jordan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. With the catch, it's Hunt. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Payne. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Thomas. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And they've regained the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll open the second half with a run. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Got the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. They'll say he goes out of bounds. Mark it at the 46. The Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got it! They will score! Touchdown Sooners!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this.
Quick spin on the ride. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
He's got it inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown Cornhuskers. Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Off play action on 1st down. Looking deep. Pulls it in down the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Breaks the tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the grab on the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got it set up on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Ives. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the ground, he's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 30 short. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Moves up to the 34-yard line, giving him a 10-yard pickup. The Sooners are marching down the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 45. Oh, And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. To the air on first down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Wide open downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's eyes. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Trying to barrel in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Jordan. Breaks into the open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give as they work on that clock. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Robinson. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown Sooners. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a...
He's got it down the left. Running free. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play...
There he goes! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Can't get him to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And the Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation